And tonight it kicks off the final road trip of the season. Tommy Edman, Paul Goldschmidt, Tyler O'Neill.
Four-seam fastball's got some natural cut to it.
Game trip for St. Louis. 4 against Milwaukee. The 0-2 pitch. And a strikeout of Peralta.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. He's going to make you work early in the count, too. That's something that we've seen the Cardinals do really.
The 1-2. Fastball at 95. Back-to-back Ks for Peralta. Tyler O'Neill. 3. And a 3-2 pitch. For Tyler O'Neill.
You're 10-1 in your last 11. Make them remember who you are.
Alone, averaging about 4 runs a game. It is gone! 2-0 Cardinals. RBI's number 100.
Trade for. This is the time of year where you expect him to.
3 consecutive hits for the Cardinals.
This all started with a 2
scoring after that single. He has now scored in 9. Puts it on the ground to short. Force play at second, and a good start for the Cardinals in game 1 of this. There's a look at his Hyundai pitch arsenal, and if you had a tiebreak ERA, and that's in the top 15. To Bader in the first out. Missed the last 2 weeks. He had a strained left quad. And up tonight, Sosa backs up and makes the catch. He's in right tonight. Bader in center. Tyler O'Neill.
It was the 2 home run game, 1 from each.
Throwing strikes and letting this. 3 up and 3 down.
That's how you roll.
Well, you got to see the cat.
Pack on.
Strikeout number 3 for Peralta. Gave up just 1 hit in 7 scoreless innings.
Knew he wasn't going to pitch deep into that one.
Is in the corner and fair.
Something you don't see a lot of out of Freddie Peralta's lead hole. That's a lot of power and a dangerous hitter.
The 1-2 pitch. Tapped out in front of the plate, and Peralta will step in through. The Spanish broadcasters for 2 pitch to Tommy Edman. Strikes him out for the second time, and that's 4 for.
Adjust, but I give him credit for being aware enough.
Back in the lineup on Saturday. And that ball is gone. It's a home run. And it cuts a lead to 2-1. Avisail Garcia with number 28.
Up, out, over. Nice swing by up.
And tickets for this series gave them all the way to fan. 3-2 pitch. Center backing up Sosa, and he'll make the catch.
Forget the free passes. Go after him. That's what he did with the cutter there.
And this game is tied into the Brewers bullpen, and we're tied 2-2.
Stays away mainly from right-handers. It puts a really nice seeing during this game, Dan. Some
looking away and then bust him in. Pena at the plate to Tyler O'Neill. And just 3 for 33 in his first season with the Milwaukee Brewers.
You can have a player like him.
On the ground and taken there by Tommy Edman. Tom Porchomsky, Kyle Dingus, all those. On the right center. Jackie Bradley Jr. would score on the home run hit by Nolan Arenado. Cardinals jump. Escobar in foul territory with the catch.
Since they've had a guy driving 100, I know Goldie had 90.
Strikeout of Arenado. And that's. And the Phillies are 2 games back. And a strikeout. The first for John. While we have a moment, quick. 13 home runs for Colton. That's a career high.
11 against lefties. He's been
Good
aggressive.
Pitch.
Getting that in on the hands of Colton Wong. We just talked
13 of 17 games, and you wouldn't know that for Willie Adames. Backing up Bader, and he makes the catch. And so good for Milwaukee this year to the tune of.
Well, he threw. That's all he had.
Lines it to Colton Wong and the first out. And I look at their defense as being head and the 1-2. 6 strikeouts for Peralta. And virtual events monthly, all for just 28. Start for Sosa. 2-2 pitch. And this will be a base hit. With the speed that they
jump off the page, but when you watch this club every day, you really notice it.
The second. To short. Force play at second. And we move to. It's Escobar, Garcia, and Yelich, who's still with Boston. Up from 3-0 to an out.
The Cardinals aren't making this run if, in fact, John Lester
is 28th of the year. Right field. Carlson with the catch. His next start would be Wednesday, or rather,
Missed stuff, still effective.
2 on the ground. Tommy Edman, and a 1-2-3 for Lester.
To be perfect.
John Lester, Tommy point, they would have clinched the Central, but you don't know. And there's strikeout number 7. Born and raised in the Milwaukee area, lives 2-2. Pena in foul territory, circles it, and
To that breaking ball there, that really sets it up.
0 for 2 tonight. Starter, and he's picked it up. To the first baseman, Escobar. Urias, 3-2 pitch. Tommy Edman with the catch. Pena fly to left first time up of their last 12. Center, Harrison Bader to his right to make the catch.
Kind of showing up to the ballpark every day, and you're just a little uneasy.
Lesser teams, they just a base hit for Jackie Bradley Jr. 2-out hit for struck out his first time up.
It helped me so much.
The strikeout number 2 tonight for John Lester. And we move to the 6th.
I think it's re-energized the fan base who've been waiting.
Off the plate and a walk, leadoff walk for my estimation, a future Cardinals Hall of Famer. And Arnold O'Neill will stop at second base.
He signed his contract. People are like, man, that's a lot of money.
Here's a 1-1 to Jackie Bradley Jr. in the out.
But to borrow a Tony La Russa-ism,
For the hole, left side. Here comes O'Neill. Yelich
felt like a spot you really needed.
Mundo Sosa, an infield hit, and he struck out. 2 pitch to Sosa. 12-3 strike, and that's number
Eddie Peralta. You've got Sosa. He's looking.
The 2-2. John Lester, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 solo homers for assignment. Right, Carlson calls off Tommy Edman, and that.
You understand.
While we have a moment, quick word from Greg. The NFL just strictly as a fan and nothing else. There's Bader. John Lester through 6.
Very good this year as a member of the Brewers.
The elder statesman of their rotation, Adam Wainwright. It's hit. Yelich cuts it off. Carpenter, and it could be a key double in this game. You know, with a base to second, third, home. I mean, you're thinking, let's the 1-0 pitch to second, taken there by Wong. And opposition hitting just 149 against Strix to Goldschmidt. With the momentum behind him, makes the catch. Here comes. Single to center, brought in by the Arenado 2-run homer in the right. Held on to by Manny Pena. Time to stretch, but off. And Whitley will get Garcia. He got him a strikeout at 96 on the. Yesterday, the Cardinals had Happ go 4. Then Ray. Others now have emerged. Yelich chops it to third. Backhanded Arenado.
Right on with this one. The way that it was kind of an.
Whitley has gotten the first 2 here in the 7th. Yellow left. O'Neill is there. Scoreless inning, Cody Whitley. 29 appearances at home. This one being number 30.
Way a few times.
And now he walked him. Jim Edmonds is giggling. Carlson up the first baseline, race to the bag, and Jeff Nelson, the crew chief.
There by Brent Suter, because I don't think he got the best. Execute some pitches.
Drives in another. Here comes Arenado. St. Louis lead.
Probably should drive in a run. Some of the guys around the league have, but I want him up in a spot.
And there's your double play.
In the strike zone. His stuff is good enough. Don't have to be perfect.
And a leadoff walk. That snapped an 0 for 21. He's also grounded out to second.
Issues.
2 ground ball. Arenado steps on the bag. In between. Do I flip? Do I go to the bag? Cincinnati is now taking a 6-5 lead. The 1-1 pitch. Line and right. And the catch made. Dylan Carlson. TJ with the shift, and Bader hit by the pitch, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Throw as Harrison Bader gets caught with that backup slider.
Drops down. Play at second. Oh, what a pick. Head to head, Edman 0 for 1 against this right-hander. And Edman Adames under it for out number 2. And that was RBI number 88 for the 0-1. Center. Jackie Bradley Jr. is there
To seal this one up, 9 in a row. Looking for 9 in
his career. First out. Catch made. Tyler O'Neill. The top 3 in this lineup are 0 for 10. The next by Garcia. He struck him out.
Look how tight that breaking ball is. You barely see a little dot.
And I mean, generally speaking, and in this game, the 1-0. Right side. Goldie there. A flip. Garcia in the career of John Lester.
For 100 and 101. Dan, this team is rolling.
How cool is that? Yachty.